So something very, very interesting just happened with the Kansas City Chiefs, more specifically Coach Andy Reid and the NFL's golden boy Patrick Mahomes. There was obviously very recently that super controversial meltdown that Mahomes had over the whole offsides thing. I'm not going to go in detail about all that. We all know what we all know what happened. We all saw it. I just saw, according to ESPN, Andy Reid was just fined $100,000 and Patrick Mahomes was fined $50,000, apparently for violating NFL rules about public criticism of game officials. And apparently this is for, in general, it's just unsportsmanlike conduct. Because Mahomes was having that meltdown and just absolutely screaming at the officials to the point where, as you saw, everyone had to like hold him back and just try and get him to calm down. And obviously he complained about it later. The fact that he was so heated in taking it out on the officials and just like causing a whole scene at the end of the game in front of all the fans, in front of the cameras, obviously, that overwhelming criticism of the officials obviously has riled up a lot of Chiefs fans. People who somehow don't see that it was very obviously a fair call are obviously now pissed about the officiating too, even though it was fair. And now everyone's complaining, and it's overall a bad look. So now the NFL is fighting back a little bit. They're like, we get you're upset, but you just caused that whole scene. You threw your fit about it, and now they're just like, we're done with it. They slapped him with a fine. It's not looking good for people like me who are fans of other teams in the AFC, or specifically AFC West, a Broncos fan myself. This is very good news. You never want to see someone like fail in life. That's not cool. But it's the Chiefs and FTC. No hard feelings, but like we've been preying on your downfall. We want to pass you. So this is crazy. I didn't think this was gonna happen. This very much feels delayed. I imagine there was a lot of talk and debate about it, considering how much the NFL has been pushing this team and pushing Mahomes. And like I said, he's kind of been their golden boy. So I imagine this is kind of a controversial decision for them too. But I completely understand it because he freaked out. I was so surprised to see that. He took that loss in the most sore loser way possible. So I understand. And also, it's about protecting the employees and the officials. They don't want hate being spread to all the people that they're employing to work on these games. They got to protect their people. And overall, it was not a good decision to freak out like that, especially for a fair call. And the fact that he never just came out and admitted, especially after the fact, he even said he saw pictures and admitted that it was probably quote unquote barely offsides a little bit. The fact that he couldn't just own up and just take the L, not a good look. So it sounds horrible, but I'm kind of happy this is happening. Stay in your lane, calm down, learn to take losses. It's just a bad look. It's pathetic. Everyone has said this to death. It was unsportsmanlike conduct. It was unnecessary. And so I think this is really interesting. I don't want someone to, struggle financially, so I'm not rooting for that. But I'm happy to see the Chiefs downfall a little bit, see them, there's been so much talk about, obviously the Chiefs having their handhelds and, the past few months, years even, that, a lot of the calls go in the Chiefs' favor, whether it's bullshit or not, and he never complained about that then. So, it's just kind of nice to see the pendulum swing the other way for once, and I think they're kind of just falling out of favor with the NFL for now. There is obviously talk also of Travis Kelce potentially retiring soon, and so maybe they won't be able to milk Taylor Swift quite as much anymore in the near future, so there's no real reason to prop him up like this anymore. So I think the NFL is just kind of like, whatever. And yeah, it's really crazy. I didn't expect to see it at all, much less this much later. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, that is the story. Those are just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think this is fair? Do you think this is deserved? Do you think the NFL is being too harsh? Do you think this is not cool and that it should have happened way earlier if it was going to happen at all? Let me know what you think down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.